recording.
Hello.
Here we
And
are.
Welcome.
Look at us. We're the colorful trio.
Yeah, look at all that.
That's
right.
That's pretty good.
I'm here with J. Crew today.
J. Crew.
J. Crew.
I like this, and we're gonna make a piece that makes no sense whatsoever, except that if you're a florist or someone who likes to put flowers in vases, it's gonna be a stunning piece. Jake and Joey have never made this before. I've never made it before, but we're gonna make it a go.
Okay.
The theory is I like clear because I like the color of the flowers to speak. I don't want a vase that's got all these different colors and textures to it. The beauty for me is the flower. We just pulled up dahlia bulbs today this morning, and those next year will be amazing plants.
Where are they?
Yeah, these guys didn't, but I did. And the thing about the dahlias is the flowers are so stunning, but then when you clump them all together, they're stuck and they're like this. And I don't want them like that. I want them individual like this. So we're gonna blow, Jake maybe just described it, a body, which is do two gathers. I'll have you start it. Cylinder, 8 inches tall.
Okay.
Then to that, Joey and I are gonna alternate taking, or Jake, however it works out next, is to take a gather, like a one gather vase, blow a bubble, stretch it out, get a neck in it, and then we're gonna stick it to the side of that first piece. Break it off, there's a hole. Joey, your talent is taking the torch and smoothing out that hole and just tweezers rounding it out a little.
Flare it.
And we'll go around the whole piece. Then it's still attached to the blowpipe. What I don't like is patty feet because they're like this blob. I shouldn't say they're the blob, but you know what I mean. They're like bleh. I want more
Gravity
substance.
stricken.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're gonna turn it upside down 1 or 2 gathers, and I want like a big solid glob of glass, just not the patty, right? So the
Like
big
a thick
glob,
little rock.
yes, is going to, which might be 2 or 3 gathers with a neck on it, then over, then punty, and open up the top.
Okay.
And then they'll all be clear, so they
Start
can be
grabbing
different
some stuff.
heights, which is totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah, big punny would be great. And the bottom part for the punny, then we punny it up and just open that final top. So the end piece could be as big as this,
Okay.
but we don't have to make it ginormous. This is a test. This is the experimental show.
Sounds good. So this has nothing to do with any prompts or anything. This is
No.
just an experimental piece
Yeah,
out of clear.
props went by the wayside.
And
This
we're gonna
vase
see what
trumped
happened.
It. Sorry.
We do have a new idea for the experimental shows coming up next week about learning and process and experimentation that's going to be directed towards other people a little bit. What?
Okay,
That's the plan for
it
next
is
week.
the plan.
So we're going to have kind of an intermission week here and do something crazy.
Intermission. All
Big
right, so I
pipe,
don't
all
care
right.
who does
Thank
the
you.
beginning one.
So I'm just blowing like a tall vessel, kind of
Yes,
tall.
2 gathers, not huge because we don't want it to get out of control. We want to try the concept
All right.
before we go bigger.
Sounds good.
So 1 gathers on the side mean that it's just 1 quick gather with a neck. So maybe we sit at the other bench to do that part. And we just
Yeah.
need jacks. And then a big punny's up. So we're golden. Sorry, you've got all these lovely oranges out, but we don't need them.
We were making gnomes before this, the 3 team making gnomes, having a good time. It's a beautiful Thursday.
It's a gnome joke.
It's gnome joke. It's actually a gorgeous, ridiculous, beautiful day in Michigan right here, right now. Can't believe how nice it is.
It
out.
is. I had my Glass Academy sweatshirt because I didn't think I needed a t-shirt, but lo and behold, it's super warm.
I came in today thinking it was going to be a long pants day, and the only non-long pants I had in my car were my Renaissance pants.
Hey!
We're enjoying the nice breeze.
Who knew? No one would know.
Look
Had
at
you
that
not
gather.
said anything.
Just took 8 gathers over there. We got a hefty son of a gun.
Hefty.
The design that you spoke about kind of reminds me of like swallow nests, like cells
Oh yeah, because
kind
they
of
have
stuck
different
together.
holes, right?
That's what I was imagining, but obviously like longer. We're gonna fuse them all together. It's gonna be really cool.
Now, I
Excited.
wonder if we were live, we could ask everybody, but we're not. But I would not have been able to picture a swallow nest right off the bat. Can you, Marissa?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm lacking on my bird knowledge.
Just like driving around underneath bridges, or like anytime we'd go
Yeah.
on rivers or river trips, like there was always just a whole bunch of bird nests that looked like that.
Interesting.
So even though we are not live, there is a chat, and we do go back and check them. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys know that. So comments are accepted, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves as you're watching it too. So there is that.
It's like you're here with us live.
It's like we're together.
Together.
So we got a bubble in here.
Forever.
Letting it dangle. We're gonna start gently puffing it out.
Oh boy, it's looking juicy.
Juicy blow.
Yeah, so make sure you stay nice and hot. I'm going to start the next one.
Good. So we're putting these on before we put the foot on?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want like a cylinder.
Even taller.
Yeah, it can be a little taller because these are going to be shorter.
We're going to be flaring it. Are we going to leave it a little bit wider of a neckline when we pop it off? Because having
could
that
be, yes.
closer to the moil and torching those open might be a little bit harder.
Yes,
And then what about
100%.
flattening the bottom? Should we squish it and
No,
flatten it?
because we're going to add that big old blob of glass and let it drip in all the little crevices and stuff.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Good. All right, that's our cylinder.
Which tank is the clear tank?
Far tank. So I guess it's my job to babysit this now, and then
I would say before we stick the strip on, maybe hit that one spot with the torch. Maybe
where we're
not.
gonna land it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
It's going to be interesting though.
Basically,
So this
hot
is-
glass is only gonna stick to hot glass, so.
This
I'm
is-
almost tempted to say I think we should flip it around
What? Who?
just for
Just for the sake of it.
trying to put them on in the same direction.
No. Trust me.
Okay.
She's got it. So instead of marvering it, Michelle likes to use the block, which is a really nice way to just shape it up and round it out like so that when she goes to blow the bubble in here, it's already perfectly symmetrical and ready to go. And
What's
Joey's,
it?
what?
I was going to say, what's another advantage of the block?
Doesn't take a lot of heat from the glass.
Bingo.
Joey was watching so that he sees the size and the shape and what we're going for here. And I got some warmth, and you're gonna be just dripping it on there, or are you coming back in here?
I have to put the neckline in.
Okay.
So we can sit at the other bench, but for camera's sake, I thought maybe I'd jump to this bench for the first one.
So we're not gonna be dripping it on hot enough that we need to cut it off of the pipe. That's why she's putting a neckline in it, so that we can break it off of the pipe. And she might just heat the bottom, she might just heat one side, but I know I gotta have enough warmth that it's gonna stick and stay nice and strong on the side of the piece.
If you want to do that.
Yep. For sure.
I love the fan over here. It makes me feel like I'm in a
Supermodel.
set. Do you see my hair blowing like Maybelline? That's funny.
You're sticking it on here?
So you're going, yep, just long ways, and what we're gonna do is this. I'm just gonna put it like that, and you're gonna put a little water on the neck and break
So
it
we're
off.
not doing it right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take another heat, yeah. Thought we were doing it.
This is like Fast and Furious because I think
Learning,
it's kind of fun.
experimental, Fast and Furious for sure.
Personally, I find those moments are fun because then if you mark your pipe next time with the chalk, you'll know. Then you get what I call happy accidents.
All right. Nice.
So make sure it's stuck on.
It's kind of tough.
Put a little water on it.
Nice,
Put a
good.
little water on the neck.
This is experimental, folks.
Perfect. All right, next.
Excuse me. Wow, super experimental. So maybe on this one, Joey, just heat the bottom of it and leave the neck ice cold.
Okay.
So it doesn't quite, because I think what happened there was it stuck to the side a little bit. But it's wide open now. I don't have to
It
torch
is wide
anything open.
open.
You guys see that? Delicious.
Need it? Need a torch?
I don't know if it needs it.
The trick is it might need it only because then when we try to heat, our neck is getting too hot. Oh, I should start the next one.
All right, here you are.
All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah.
Right? And you can do the same thing. If you go that way, then when you drip the water, it won't fall on your piece or that.
There it is.
All right.
It's going to be big. This is what happens when you're adding things onto the piece. The width of it slowly starts getting bigger and bigger for sure. Here, I'll torch you, Tweez.
I knew Joey would like the pace of this. I
Coming
knew
to you
he'd
on
be
this
game
one.
for the fast motion.
The reamer.
Get in there.
Woo!
Stretch it out.
That looks great. It looks totally like a one gather ace on the side.
How many of these are you thinking we want to do?
I'll get you
Probably
guys a
one
close
more.
up here. You can see what happened with Michelle's. The heat was a little weird. We were figuring it out. So the side broke off. Joey's went on pretty smooth. And now we got a nice little opening on the top for a plant to go on. And these will probably look nice even like hotter, flatter up against the piece potentially. So it wouldn't squish it or make it so wide. Like a lot of things, when you got something that's you're working on just one side, I got to be very aware. My kind of job is to keep this thing on center, keep it symmetrical, because it's just starting to slide to one side as
Why
we're doing
does
it.
it need to be symmetrical?
Doesn't need to be.
I need to stretch this a little, so one moment.
Okay. I'll take a nice good heat while you do that.
Chill in the neck so it will break easier.
All right. Just going right down the line, right next to Joey.
Yeah,
Joey's?
so I said 4, but maybe we'll do 5. Joey, I think there's enough room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We needed either 3 or 5.
Yeah.
So we'll do one more after this. You'll have 5.
Nice. Yep, lift it up a little. Trying not to close it, but I want to get the tool on there to cool it. Nice. That one went on really nice.
Yes, it did.
I've been wrestling with mine over there.
It kind of looks like something that I learned in like playing video games, shooter games growing up. It looks like something like loaded with explosives on the side or something.
The bubble missile.
The bubble missile. This the one? No. A gadget belt. Yeah. You got your tape measure, you got your hammer, everything else. All the goodies.
So good. This reminds me of the multi-handle mug we made.
Totally, the one over on the table over there. Nice. Nice.
Beautiful.
It's getting big. It's getting real big, folks.
I
No,
told
we
you
need
to stay small.
Help with the door. Hello there.
Reamer?
I can assist.
Joey Reamer?
It's actually Walker, but
Oh, well.
today.
Today it's Joey Reamer.
Just trying not to catch that
Yeah.
oil.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so cool. So also, goal is different heights.
Do we want
Right,
one
you can
more
have
after that,
different
Michelle,
heights.
to wrap all the way around it? Do you want one more bubble to complete the wrap of bubbles around it, or no?
No, this will be the last one. We'll do 5.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And it's okay if it has like a frontal side or something.
Frontal gap.
The master at the bench can be responsible for lining them up.
Hey, I didn't even lay any of these down. You guys
I
laid them
know,
all.
that's what I'm saying. If the master maybe lines them up, do you see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
maybe they'll be. So fun. You want to put water on it? You just like to be brutal.
Yes.
You will break off now.
Well, they're really thin and the neckline wasn't perfectly established. So like the first one, I don't know if we put water on it or not, but I think it would send a shock down that thing.
It's looking cool.
They kind of look like a bunch of little Coke bottles or something too.
Like the bottle machine.
Yeah. Like a revolver, bottle revolver.
So I did blow in it, which I like how it rounded them out, but I also see it as taller and thinner, and they didn't need to be so bulbous.
Right.
So I could have done it thinner.
Agreed.
I'm
A
gonna
little flatter
bring-
up against it.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring you a gather of glass.
All right.
Bring it over to me a second, and I'll show you.
Okay.
Or actually, you can have. Why don't you have Joey do it? This. First gather, go around and fill like these gaps. So like this.
Okay.
And then the second gather will go there, and then the punny. So I just want it like a big, clunky.
Crazy foot.
Yep.
All right, let's see what happens.
I will help turn it so that you can concentrate on cutting it.
Here we go.
So closer to you?
You're doing it?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do it.
Stick it back on there and drag it.
So you can do another gather right on top of that, Joey,
Okay.
and we'll do right in the center. So the next one, kind of just square it up, make it look like a rock or something.
All right. Maybe we
wanna
could just
do-
do this one like an Avolio kind of. Turn. Turn, 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 turn. Faster,
Oh,
faster,
me.
faster. Yep.
Jesus, I'm sitting there watching that, going,
Do we need another one?
how to
I
turn
think it looks good. I think that's enough
Yes.
girth.
So
but now just like
this- yep,
psh,
yes.
rock style. Kind of like
I
the.
love, like, look, that is beautiful. Look at the reflections on clear with water. Stunning,
Stunning.
stunning.
It's a finger sizzler.
It is.
Toasty.
Whoopsh.
So
Thank you.
he's gonna have to let that cool off, but get some heat on that neck.
Right. That's
which
a
I
hottie.
can torch your neck for you. Darn that first one.
Yeah.
I'll put a big fluffy flower over it so you won't see that it's cracked.
There we go.
Never say die. I agree. This is another one of those high-tech Glass Academy tools.
The fan.
No one else has this item.
Everyone's got a fan out there.
I'm teasing.
I mean, they got someone who supports their livelihood. I'm doing it at an angle. If I were to put the whole thing in front of the fan, the neck would totally just explode like Frodo. And that is no good. So I guess we're gonna have to punny it up, aren't we?
That's what it seems like.
She's a chonker.
All
All right.
So, Punty, you're good?
We're gonna putty it up and just flare it open a little bit, yeah?
You're just going to torch the top and just a little. So the thing about the dahlias is the stem is thin. It's about the heavy flower. So I don't want a big opening.
So just kind of just smooth it out, round it out, and let her be.
Yep.
You got it.
I love this.
It is cool to drip up in between those. I mean, obviously it could be refined because it's the experimental piece, but I think it's a really, really cool idea.
I think the reflection and the solidness of the clear with the flowers and the water in it, you're not even gonna, there's no flaws.
No flaws.
No flaws. So right now it's still really hot. Dick's just kind of monitoring, like, doesn't want to hand it to Joey and then it's completely out of control.
Out of control.
That's what you do with a new assistant to really see if they're on their toes.
Here, take
Putty
this.
something too hot and just make them like, oh.
I remember my first mug that I dropped right here in this spot.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the worst feeling.
A gentleman named Brent helped me to accomplish that.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
You want to open it from the outside? It's pretty long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a
that's
light
the
flare.
thing about glass blowers. Sometimes they just say and do these things to see how you're gonna cut it.
We're
in
gonna
the
test
field.
you.
Yeah,
Gotta test the waters.
not always kind. I don't know, maybe women do that, but and the women in the glass shop don't play that game.
Just the dudes.
I think it could be.
Guys being
Friendly
guys.
competition.
But that's okay, you know, it's like chicken pecking. It's hierarchy of who's gonna be the Mac Daddy.
Pecking order, right?
Yeah.
Just gotta know your place.
Yeah.
And then when you're the
That's nice,
master,
man.
if it goes wrong, it's all on you anyways. So you got to be able to be tough enough to handle that.
I don't know if I've ever heard a master glass blower have any blame on their shoulders. Never heard that.
You have
Bring it
not
over,
worked in
Jake.
enough shops yet.
They say, oops, that was my fault. Oh, they always blame it on somebody else.
I know, but that's not a sign of a good master.
No, it's not. Those
Would
masters.
you like some isolated heat on the lip of that really thick part?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I think you could open that right up, probably. Yep. How much, Mom?
No, that's fine as long
Right
as it's
there?
rounded out. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I like the organic look of it. Like I like how the other ones are all random at the top. It's kind of like the tubulars I just dug out.
It
There's
looks like a
always
rocket
center
ship or
one.
something.
So fun.
It's crazy.
Turbo boosters.
This one might be a Glover upper.
I think so. We're gonna have to
Because you're not going to stamp it?
saw it off of the bottom.
Or do you want a little? How
Yeah,
about
exactly.
in that open space I bring you a stamp?
All right, yeah, we'll put a little stamp on it. Little GA logo. Joey made the joke we're going to have to saw it off because the foot was really thick and the punny was hot. They were both hot, so there's a really strong connection on the bottom here. So we're going to do the old ultra douse of agua.
I'm gonna take it and go.
Yank it off of there.
Off of there.
Boom. Stamp is applied. Let's do it on this one, Joey.
Okay. Got a pair of not your father's grilling mittens on.
There's a show on HBO Max called Growing Florette. She sells dahlia bulbs. And so if you don't know what a dahlia is, it's this giant flower. Super cool. Where are you going?
Number 3.
Number trace. Yeah.
Right over here, Michelle.
That 3.
This 3.
Look at that.
Sits good.
Beautiful. Nice job.
Thanks. Nice job for you guys.
Sweet.
Nice.
The last minute, like, throw them under the bus.
Good
Like,
job,
guess what
Marissa.
we're
We
making?
had no idea, but we did it. That was perfect.
I've learned if I tell you too much, sometimes it's too much and you get too caught up in it.
Just got to go for it.
We went for it.
Well, a big shouts out to a good idea. Big shouts out to Joey's sweet Renaissance knickers. Those are super cool. And
Keeping it fresh.
I hope wherever you are, we're supposed to have in the 70s in Michigan on Sunday, so I hope you have the same beautiful weather that we're having. Enjoy your Sunday. We will see you all on the gathering point. It will be show 188 next week. So 188, see you then. Thanks everyone.
All right.
Ta-ta for now.